Hello and welcome to our new Android training episode. In this episode, we're going to discuss the graphic user interface used in Android. The two basic components in Android GUI is basically the view and the view group. For now, we're going to discuss view. So what are view? View are the objects displayed on the screen. Some views are for information or aesthetic display like texts and images. Some are made for user interaction like buttons, radio buttons, and checkboxes. Okay, so we're going to give examples on how to create views. First, we're going to create a new project. Of course, it's an Android project. We're going to have a project name Android Sample View. Choose Android 2.2. Copy paste this in the application name, Android Sample View, and our package name com.pvt.android sample view, and our activity is main, minimum SDK is 8. Then finish. Okay, so first we're going to create view in our layout. So you can create view in two ways. You can create it here in our main.xml, or you can create it in our source code, which is in main.java. Okay, I'm going to give samples on how to create in main.xml and in main.java. So first, let's start on main.xml. In main.xml, you can either choose to create it on graphical layout or on main.xml or the XML file. Okay, so first we need to delete the default hello world main. Then we're going to create our own text view. So what is text view? Text view is a common view for displaying text information. So if we're going to drag a text view here, so this is our text view, and we can change the text. First, we'll arrange it. So this Android text is the one being shown on screen. So for example, I'm going to change this to my text is here. Then for the ID, this ID, which is the text view one, is the one that is referenced on the source code. So for example, you're going to call this text view on our main.java, you need to reference it through this ID, Android ID. And for the layout, as you can see, our layout width is using wrap content, wherein if you can see, it is wrap, our height and width is wrap, so it is called this it is auto wrap. But if you change this to, for example, fill parent, just copy the one right here, fill parent, it's occupies all of the width because it is using the width of the parent, which is the linear layout. That's why all of the width is occupied. Okay, next we're going to create a button. A button is a widget used by pressing on the display which consequently expects some action. So all of us is already familiar with button. We have lots of button on Android. So a button is here. Okay, we can change the property in our main.xml. So this is our button. we'll arrange this so we can see everything. So this is my button is here, and basically they have the same structure. They have ID, layout, width and height, and ID used for referencing on the Java code. Then we can also change this to fill parent, so it fills all of the space in the width. If you can see there, my button is here. The next view that we're going to take a look at is the edit text. Edit text is the view wherein we usually input our text. This is called edit text, and it automatically fills our parent width. So it is matching the parent, and the parent of this edit text is the linear layout. We'll just delete this and save, and this is our edit text. The next important view is our checkbox, because this is a very helpful tool, our checkbox. So we can choose. So a checkbox is a two-state button that is toggled from unchecked to check and vice versa. So if we're going to create two checkboxes, and as you can see in our main here, I can rearrange this again. Checkbox. So it is also wrapped in our content. And this is our checkbox 1. You can change this to checkbox 2. Save. There. So as of now we haven't seen our work, so we can try to run this for now. Run as an Android application. And as you can see in our console, it is starting. There. So we can check. So we can try. Click our button, our text is here. This is our edit text. And we can check our checkbox. So whatever choices we made. Okay. So next view that is the regio button. A group of buttons where only one can be chosen by the user. Regio buttons must be placed inside a regio group to be considered a set. So first we need a regio group. This is our regio group. So as you can see, it is automatically adding 3 regio button. Okay, let's try this. Yes. And let's wait. Okay. There, so you can see we have regio buttons. That we're going to use. Thank you. Okay, so I have shown you how to do it in XML. Now I'm going to show you how to do it on the Java. So we're going to delete all of this, and we'll start creating this on our main.java. So just double click, and it will automatically shown there. So first, this set content view code is the one calling our main.xml. So we're not going to use main XML as of now, so we're going to comment that. Okay, first we need to have our linear layout. So linear layout, this will be our main layout. Is equal to new linear layout. Okay, we have an error here, so multiple markers of this line linear layout cannot be resolved. So we're going to import linear layout. So I think we need this. Okay, so we now have our linear layout. So we can set the orientation